The Hwasong-12, KN-17, is a North Korean intermediate-range ballistic missile. It has a range of 4,500 kilometers. It was successfully test-launched for the first time on May 14, 2017. The Hwasong-12 first appeared in North Korea's Day of the Sun parade on April 15, 2017. It was speculated at the time that it could be a shortened version of North Korea's untested KN-08 ICBM. The missile was carried on a vehicle previously associated with the BM-25 Musadan IRBM.1. Evidence from the missile's first test launch on May 15, however, indicates a single-stage design. North Korea has flight tested the Hwasong-12 at least 7 times, achieving 4 successful flights and 3 failures. The first test of the Hwasong-12 likely occurred on April 5, 2017, from Sinpo in the South Hamgyong province of North Korea. According to U.S. Pacific Command, the missile flew a distance of 60 kilometers and reached a height of 189 kilometers before starting to pinwheel, landing into the Sea of Japan after 9 minutes of flight time. 2 reports suggest that the missile pinwheeled out of control and was considered a failure by U.S. and South Korean officials. The second suspected launch occurred on April 16, 2017, from the same base in Sinpo and was also considered a failure, exploding seconds after launch. For the third suspected Hwasong-12 test occurred on April 29, 2017. The missile is presumed to have launched from Puking Airfield and flew approximately 35 kilometers before crashing. 5. The first successful Hwasong-12 test occurred on May 15, 2017 from a location near the city of Hwasong at 4:58 local time on May 14, 2017. 6. During the test, the missile was transported on a what appeared to be Musadan Transporter Erector Launcher, TEL. Rather than directly fired from the TEL, however, it was placed onto a platform for the launch. On its 30-minute flight, the Hwasong-12 flew 787 kilometers, lofted to an apogee of just over 2,111 kilometers. This trajectory indicates that the missile could have flown around 4,500 kilometers. If fired on a range-maximizing ballistic trajectory, this range would put the U.S. territory of Guam and the far western tip of the Aleutian Islands chain within reach. See illustration. 7. It should be noted, however, that without an indication of the weight of the payload, a precise range estimate remains speculative. According to one technical analysis of the launch, the full range of the Hwasong-12 could be closer to 3,700 kilometers with a 650 kilograms payload. This estimate assumes that the Hwasong-12 launched on May 14 carried an empty payload weighing only 150 kg. 8. The second successful test occurred on August 28, 2017, in which North Korea flew the missile over the northern Japanese island of Hokkaido. Launched from a site north of Pyongyang shortly before 6 a.m. Japan local time, the missile reportedly traveled over 2,700 kilometers before landing in the Pacific Ocean. 9. On September 15, North Korea carried out its third successful Hwasong-12 test, again flying the missile over the northern Japanese island of Hokkaido. Launched from Sun just north of Pyongyang, the missile flew for 19 minutes, traveling 3,700 kilometers, reaching an altitude of 770 kilometers, and landing 2,200 kilometers off the east coast of Japan in the Pacific Ocean. Unlike previous tests, the missile was fired directly from a TEL rather than a concrete platform, an indication of North Korea's confidence in the Hwasong-12's reliability. The Hwasong-12's propulsion system appears to be a variant of the Russian Rod-250 rocket engine, the motor used on the Russian SS-18 ICBM. North may have conducted ground tests of this engine design in March 2017, just before the first Hwasong-12 flight test. 10. The main engine is accompanied by vernier thrusters that could provide stability without the need for external fins, like the grid fins previously seen on North Korea's KN-11 and KN-15 medium-range missiles. This new engine design appears to be distinct from the KN-08 and KN-14, which are believed to use for D-10 engines reverse-engineered. If fired on a range-maximizing ballistic trajectory, this range would put the U.S. territory of Guam and the far western tip of the Aleutian Islands chain within reach. See illustration. 7. It should be noted, however, that without an indication of the weight of the payload, a precise range estimate remains speculative. According to one technical analysis of the launch, the full range of the Hwasong-12 could be closer to 3,700 kilometers with a 650 kilograms payload. This estimate assumes that the Hwasong-12 launched on May 14 carried an empty payload weighing only 150 kg. The second successful test occurred on. The video ends here. Thank you for watching, goodbye and see you in the next video.